Aquarius, I always hear the same messages for you every time before we start, which is Brandon Co, something and Co, Mexico, Tesco. I work at Tesco's or a supermarket. But band, in a band. My brother's in a band doing mixing, mastering, like I did for Angel Radio, mixing, mastering Akaya products. My brothers are in a band, guitars, playing guitar in a band physically. I'm also hearing gastric band also for some of you. So I don't know if you're like losing weight or trying to lose weight and you're doing anything around like losing weight. Okay, hopefully you're not gaining weight, but losing weight. Unless you want to gain weight, that is. But I definitely keep hearing like weighing things up. You really could be dealing with like a Knife Path 2 or a Libra for a lot of you if you've got it in your chart. I'm also hearing the name Charlotte, Webb, arachnophobia, someone that has a phobia of spiders. I'm also hearing that one. But straight away, I always hear the same thing. Brandon Lee, Brandon Co, Brandon Lee, Laura, Lucy, Lucifer, Capricorn /6 Gemini. So you might be dealing with a Gemini or a Capricorn. Brandon Lee, Brandon Crow and Co. I keep hearing this and Co, like a company, like a company name or a company business, like building a company, making a company, working on my brand. And that kind of stuff, like, I don't know, buying, selling, merchandise. You really could be dealing with like a person that has like Libra in their chart, like Libra. And if not, you work for a place that is sort of like merchandise, really. But merch is also, like I said, t-shirts, flyers, cups, plates, saucers, you know, whatever it is that you're selling. But I definitely keep hearing that. I'm also hearing the name Sal, Sarah, Steve, Sassy, Cassandra, casino, something to do with someone that works in a casino with money. So if you didn't know, you're right, Aquarius, how you doing? So obviously if you follow my channel, you know that I read in numerology. You can watch it as a Life Path 8, an Aquarian or a Leo, but we are looking at the star sign of Aquarian. But if you have got no idea, then you'll stay tuned towards the end and I'll tell you about it. Okay, but you're going to have been an avid follower. I'm also hearing avid Marion, the name Marion, Melissa, Maria, Michael, Jackson, Julian, Jason, Justin, Jackie, Jasmine, Jack, the normal people. I'm also hearing I want to be like common people, Jarvis Cocker, so Cockfrost, or the name Foster or Jodie, Jodine, Jolie, anybody beginning with J, Julian, Jason, Justin, Jackie, Jackie's son, all the normal culprits. Lee, I keep hearing Lee, Lisa, Lee, someone that calls someone Lee. Tea leaf. I don't know if someone you're dealing with a Life Path 7 or a Cancerian for a lot of you. A tea leaf here, unless you drink tea. Okay, but tea leaf here is someone that steals things, so I don't know what that is. Trying to steal people's clients or trying to steal something. I don't know what that is. It could just literally be like a Life Path 7 or a Cancerian, or it's happening to or from. Definitely picking up like a 7 of Swords that would probably come out in your reading. So, any messages? So, if you didn't know, sorry Aquarian, we do remote viewing, we do some channeling, and then we also do card reading as well. And then we also, the remote viewing may or may not, okay, not, if I say not, you say Pisces, you could be dealing with a Life Path 3 or Pisces. It may or may not resemble some kind of image or something like that at the end, okay, a picture. So I'm hearing spitting image, like a caricature, maybe something that you're looking of, like I do for thumbnails and stuff like that, or a caricature. So someone that may be like very arts, crafts, photography, or these are all people that are all trying to also get ahead of the game or getting ahead of the game. Michael Douglas, Tarot, like Tarot, Tanya, Tyler, Tarot, like people will do thumbnails and stuff like that for their tarot channels. So you might be like Adobe Premiere, Adobe Suite, Mastering, Adobe Master Suite, all that kind of stuff. I'm picking up on like an ensuite. So I don't know if you have an ensuite, something that's on the side of your house. Oh, okay, I'm picking up a Meg Ryan. So definitely a life Path 3, a Pisces, which would be the High Priestess. Something on the side. Okay, so I don't know if you're dealing with a third energy here, but we will get to that when we look at your tarot. but I'm hearing like an ensuite restaurant. So some of you might work in a restaurant, or you're going away for a while where there's like an ensuite bathroom. So, oh, okay, I'm hearing people that are going to be shopping or looking for an ensuite bathroom. Like we've just done a load of renovations around the house, or we have an ensuite bathroom. But like, okay, I'm hearing two messages here: sweets, sugar diabetes, or sugar and sweet, like Old Spice, someone that wears Old Spice. Man, I'm getting some messages now. Hold on, because there was a deceased loved one trying to come through there. Someone that used to wear Old Spice. My father used to wear Old Spice. So Michael, that would be my dad. Sweet and savoury. So someone from China, or like you're cooking like rice or eating rice and like sweet and sour sauce. Someone that has like Chinese quite a lot. Sweet and sour sauce with rice and balls and all that sort of stuff. So maybe going to like, or you run a fast food restaurant. But like, I'm hearing like some of you might be eating like Uber Eats, eating restaurants, that sort of stuff, doing foods, blogging food, or anything around food. Food. Me, I'm on a diet and it's really actually falling off me. But like things around sweet and savoury, an ensuite bathroom. So some of you have probably been renovating where it is that you live, or you're looking to go and stay somewhere that has like an ensuite, somewhere that delivers food. They keep saying someone keeps ordering food that is delivered to their house, and it's like sweets, like chocolate cake, or I don't know, a piece of pie or something, and I keep ordering out like sweets, or I keep eating sweets, like why am I hearing sooty and sweep? Some sort of puppet. I don't know what that is. Sooty and sweep. Anyway, sorry, dustman. A dustman. Someone that used to like, God blimey, Governor, you're right, Mary. So the name Mary. Mary Poppins, someone from Britain. Dick Van Dyke. So two people that are in a relationship. Two people that are in a relationship. Two girls. Two same-sex relationship. And, oh, okay, I'm hearing someone here that likes both. Sorry, I'm hearing someone... What would you call that? Sorry, I don't want to be offensive. I don't want to come across as offensive. What would you call a person that likes men and women? Okay, because there's an energy here of someone that likes both. I mean, I don't know, at the same time? Or like a sludfest. I mean, man, y'all could really come up with a lot of, like... I'm picking up when I do your tarot, it's going to be kings and queens all over the place. Because I'm picking up like same-sex relationships, I'm picking up like group activity of people, which is kind of like, you know, let's call over our friend and let's all have a go at it. Like an ensuite food thing or whatever, I don't know what that is. Or like, let's get an ensuite bathroom and let's rent out a hotel and let's all get at it. I don't know who that is, but someone here is a sex addict here because they like... I don't know, man. I'm picking up some very strange activity. Like men and women, or a man and then a woman, like both. Like I like a woman and I like a man and a woman. And I kind of wouldn't mind if I had both, or someone does. There's someone here that has a man and a woman. So is that a man that has a man and a woman? Or is that a woman that has a woman and a man here? But there is someone within this that I'm channeling here, picking up, that someone that is either in polygamy or is a complete and utter player. They play women and men, okay, off against one another because they're like same sex but also like the other sex as well. So they like to have a relationship where they have like a woman on the side, but they also like to have a man on the side as well. Okay, man, there's a lot of things on the side here. There's a huge energy of a Meg Ryan. Could be a Piscean. It could be a Pisces. That's a Meg Ryan in my book here. You're more than a number in my little black book, or red book. Red book. Michael Asper. Anybody getting with like Aspin or begins with A or S or P. ASP. I need it urgently. Something to do with urgent. Argentina. Name Tina. Argent from Argentina or Tina. What is going on? Or a Cortina. Someone that drives a Cortina. Hold on a minute, Aquarius, because now that's making it very difficult for me to channel, because I'm picking up like multiple energies of people, which you normally do because you come up as 8. Because if you get like really confused and you just find this channel and you got fucking absolutely no idea, it's because when a person calls out a star sign, they call out a number because it's on the top of each major arcana. So when you call out Aquarius, you also call out 8, and on top of a Leo card is an 8 because that's strength. So that is, if any of you watch tarot, like multiple other different readers, and you realise why sometimes there's loads of kings and queens coming up and it gets very confusing, it's because they're elements and they relate to numbers and numerology, and that's how I read. So because it helps me code. So there's an energy here of getting very mixed up. I'm hearing a wolf. Look, there's a wolf that's coming out here. A wolf, is it? Yeah, it's kind of like going, ooh. There's another one that's starting to be drawn here as well, like simples. Simon, Cynthia, Sarah, Steve, Sassy. Or like market.com, or the name Mark, or Melissa, or Maria, or Michael, Jackson, Julian, Jason, Justin, Jackie. But I'm picking up like a wolf that does a calling, and this is that little advert that pops up and goes, simples. Like the market.com. Or something like that. Okay, like what do they call it? A weasel or I don't know, man, but it's there. And this is the cry of a wolf. So cry wolf, okay. So is there an energy of a person that plays cry wolf where they just keep lying all the time? Or Elijah? Sorry, don't keep lying. But someone that keeps lying and they keep getting your attention and they cry wolf. Like, you've heard the saying, cry wolf, right? I don't know what that's relating to. And then we've got like a mouse here. A mouse. Mouse trap. Something to do with a trap. Mouse trap. So unless you've got rodents, I'm hearing Rhodes Island, Louisiana, Louise, Lucy, Lulu, Louisiana, mouse trap. Hold on a minute. We'll probably do some more in a second. I just really hope that people don't get real fed up and you just want to click off and you just can't wait to get readings. It's not always about that, guys. Okay, you have to give a medium some time in order to start to channel. There is something here around a rodent or Rhodes Island. Like, I'm actually picking this up as a road, okay, as well, okay, or a map, but a road. And you could well be going like travelling very soon, and you start here. And this is the end point, and this is the beginning point, and you've got a long journey to go. Okay, if for you guys that might be thinking about actually driving this month, right? Like going somewhere and going away. Wayman, I'm also hearing Caroline, Carol Ann, Carolan, a caravan. She lives in a caravan. Olive oil. This came up in another reading. Oil sign, which would be Virgo, life path 9. And she lives in a caravan. So you might know someone that lives in a physical caravan or a Carol Ann, or you might actually be like looking for one, which would be like, okay, we want to go travelling. I mean, they're brilliant in America. When you come over in the UK, they're really not as good as they are in America. In America, man, y'all can get those really good Carol Anns, right? I think I would say they're quite expensive, but the driving mobiles, and you look in the back and there's like, it's like a caravan, but it's like an all-inclusive luxury type sort of driving mobile. And some of you look like a mobile home. So some of you might be, like I said, you could just be going on holiday and taking a caravan or a mobile home, or you're looking to buy one, or you live in one already. Okay, I'm also hearing the name Eddie or Edmonds, Berry, Holly, Jody, Berry, Barry, Basil Brush. So that would be Barry. I don't know if you're looking to buy a new brush or your name's Dave or Roddy's or Trigger. So Trotter, the name Trotter, or Tanya or Tatiana or T-Rex, Tatiana Rexon, Flexon. Some of you are doing a lot of things around like the weightlifting and the gym. Okay, flexing like, look at me, flex. is a lonely child. La, 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 la. Reflex is a lonely child. Yeah, that was Wolf, right? They done that. War Boys. Someone from War Boys, okay? Never hold it, War Boys. Never close your eyes. Always wanting. So I'm hearing War Boys. So someone from War Boys. Or Boise, Louisiana. Boise, Louisiana. Boise, Idaho. Someone from Idaho. Or someone that could well be a hoe if we looked at the multiple different people that someone could be with. Sorry, man, but the fucking, it is there, I'll be there, Jackie, Jackson, Michael, anybody good with M? Anyway, so what have we got? Well, we kind of... it looks like there's two animals that are looking... So, do you have, like, animals in the zoo, which was Paul McCartney, and you might be going to a zoo, or you have a lot of animals, like dogs or cats, or you have, like, a dog here and a dog here, and this dog is really quiet, looking up at this dog that's going... I mean, do you have a dog that is actually ill here, okay, an ill dog... and it's howling or it's crying for its mum or something like that, like a dog, okay? So I'll just put like an eye here, right? But like I pick up that this animal is kind of like asking, like crying or like, or are you lost an animal and you're grieving over one, or is there an animal that's ill? And this cat or this dog is looking at this one that is in pain or... is in Spain, or Pam, or someone that's moved to Spain. Okay, but I want to look at the animal energy here at the moment. So like I said, because you know the people that follow me, that I'm a psychic, okay, that I channel deceased loved ones and animals and stuff. You guys, if you want me to channel those sort of things, put that intention out that you want me to channel it, and I will more than likely do that when I do one of your star signs. That's why you've got to keep up with the channel, okay? Stick around, keep up with the channel, put your intentions out, and I will more than likely pick up names, deceased loved ones. Ask that you want me to give you a message. If you've been asking messages that are around a deceased animal, they're there. They've heard you crying over the animal or a lost loved one maybe, and they've heard your call, basically. This is calling out and someone that's heard it, or the name Amber, or Abby, or Abigail, or Amber Heard, which will come from the Taurus reading, or Sagittarian reading. Taurus, Sagittarius, because they're fives, or Life Path 5. This might be where, in the last reading I did, that someone lost their young pup, or their young child, or they called them young pup, or young gun, and the devil's son, meaning it may have been involved with around a Capricorn, and the devil's son called me young gun. So I don't know if someone got gunned down, or they were called Gun 3, or Gung Ho, or Gung Down, Gungdon, or Cungton, something like that. I don't know. Does it sound like that? Like a place, a person, like Gunkton, Gun3, Guthrie, Guffins, guitar player, Guthrie, something like that, or a place that is like Guntown, or someone that may have been gunned down, okay, that was shot, unfortunately. I don't know, man, because I don't want to give you too much of my energy, because as soon as I start channeling deceased loved ones, they all give multiple messages at the same time, okay. But what I'm picking up through the drawing is that this is either an animal that, or you guys that have been calling out for the attention of this one here, and this one here has seen or heard what this one has been saying or calling. Okay, hold on a minute. So some of you might have a spy that is also attached to this drawing, meaning I'm just sitting here and I'm not saying anything and opening my mouth, and I'm just sitting here looking at you here that is calling out my name. Okay, so I don't know what that is. Say my name, I am. But like, I am here, I am there, I am everywhere, I am in you, because we are alchemy in you. Natalie, or I am you, I am everywhere, because we are all cut from the same cloth, we are all soulmates. So there's an energy that seems to be coming through of some... Okay, let's just come off who's watching this energy here. Because it might be someone that's watching a Leo or an Aquarius if this is a wolf. Leo and Aquarian, okay. Now, I'm also picking up that something is more taller than this one. Like a very short person here. Like they're not very big. They're probably like 4 or 5... Not 4 foot, but like 5 foot tall. Pick up this person could be 5 foot. Okay, so hold on, let's break down the matrix. So I'm picking up that this person is about 5 foot, and they may be a Sagittarius or a Taurus or a life path 5, okay? Whoever it is that's watching this energy is a Sagittarius, Taurus, life path 5, and may only be about 5 foot tall, okay? They're looking at this energy here. That is a Leo, okay, or an Aqua. Okay, so I'm also hearing acute or elocution lessons, or Eloise, Lucy, Elora, Saflora. That will be my girlfriend. Saflora or Laura or Ali, Alison, Abigail, Amber, anybody beginning with A. They might be a Leo or an Aquarian here, or have it in their chart. So this could be Aquarian, Leo, or life path 8. Watch it calling, or... Hold on a minute, man. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out. This person here is a life path 5, Sagittarius or Taurus person here. And they're watching this person calling for something. And what it is, an Aquarian or a Leo. Okay, so it might be crying for attention or looking for attention. But let's go back, because it could be a dragon here, because I'm also picking up like dragon energy. But, I mean, I'm Year of the Dragon. Any of you guys out there Year of the Dragon? But like here, like calling out to here. So this might be like a young child. Like a young child. Because in the last reading I did, there was a child that was lost, okay? And I lost my child, okay? And this is someone that's been, like, grieving over their lost child. And the child, this is a spirit. Okay, so now we're getting somewhere. So this is either a Leo or an Aquarian possible, okay? This one was a lost child and a lost sheep, okay? So it might have been a Pisces or a water sign. And the lost lamb, okay? Lamb's Hotel or Lost Little Lamb. So that would be Little Lamb Dragonfly. So that would be Paul McCartney. Sorry, man. I'm also hearing sitting in the stand of the sports arena or Orangina or Regina, waiting for the show to begin. Red lights, green lights, Cancerian, life path 7. Strawberry wine, a good friend of mine. Follows the stars. Venus and Mars are alright tonight. So this could be an Aquarian. So through that I'm going really cold. So I'm picking up that it might be a Cancerian. So sitting in the stand of the sports arena, waiting for the show to begin. Red lights, green lights, strawberry wine, a good friend of mine. Follows the stars, Venus and Mars are alright tonight. So Venus and Mars, they may have had or may have, like I have, Aquarius in Venus or Mars. Okay, Venus and Mars are alright tonight because I have Venus in Venus or Mars, Aquarius in Venus or Mars. Just the same as me, but I have Mars in Gemini. I think it is, or is it Aquarian? I don't know. I think it's Gemini. Yeah. But yeah, so this here is a lost little lamb, okay, which means that I lost my young pup. Okay, so that could be a younger child that I lost, and I've been grieving, asking the stars if I can get message from this deceased loved one, which is a child, or some of you it may be an animal, okay, an animal. Okay, and you may have been begging to the stars in order for some kind of Mercy. I'm hearing mercy, me, mercy. Muse or Eminem, Emily. But mercy, Mercer, mercy, Marcia, Martina, Matilda. I don't know. Anyway, so if you didn't stay around for that, unfortunately, you missed it. Mystique, Misty, Mist, John West, salmon, tuna, fish, Piscean. John West, salmon, tuna. You might be. I eat a lot of that actually. That is actually on my diet. But John West, salmon or tuna. I mean, I do actually have that. I do eat it a lot. I eat it every day. So you might be on like a tuna fish, or you might be seeing a fish. That would be a Piscean, or you've got it in your chart. Unless there's a third energy here. But somebody here is seeing a fish. Okay, I'm just gonna have a look, see what that is. Someone is just seeing a fish. Anyway, let's see. So, Aquarius, what have they got coming through? For the last 48 hours, man, I can't, sorry. I have to give it a second for my head to come back down to earth before I start. So what we're looking at is the last 48 hours, but we also still channel. And then we also look at the next 48 hours for you, okay? And then I'll tell you about where your weekly is coming. The last 48 hours, the last 48 hours for Aquarius. So you've got like this rest and recuperation. Like I felt really tired. Like I just felt like I missed something because I fell asleep. Some of you are just sleepwalking. I got sleep talking, sleep deprivation, or you've just been finding it very difficult to find rest. Some of you could have put someone to rest in a church, okay, and there's still grief that's still happening. Like I'm still grieving over the loss of, well, it could be a water sign because it would be Scorpio Aries placement to me, but it would mean death card for, okay, is Scorpio. But like, I'm still grieving over the loss of a loved one that and it's very tiring and it's very draining and I might need counselling, and you could have gone over that kind of stuff of like, I need to talk to someone about the loss of a loved one, right? Is really what I keep picking up for you, even though that did all come out in reverse, but there you go. Man, I have messed this reading right up. Sorry, Aquarius, man. There are cards belonging to the other deck here. It doesn't matter. I'll still channel through the card. Aquarius for the last 48 hours. What's been Aquarius been going through? So the Magician, trying to start again. Okay, Jenny, don't be hasty. But yeah, hasty. I'm hearing hey Steve. Don't be hasty. Hastings. The Battle of Hastings, 1066. Is that someone's number? 1066? 1066. What is that? 166. 166? 166. 661. 661. Something like that. 166 or 661. Whoa. Oh, hold on a minute. 661 is the sign of the devil. So you really could be dealing like a Capricorn or a Gemini. 661 is actual sign of the devil itself. It's not 666, it's 661. So if you ever get two sixes and the Magician, I don't believe in witchcraft and stuff like that, but it can relate to a lot of like strange behaviour. If you guys, I can't stop you from believing in all that sort of hocus pocus nonsense, but 661. Aquarius, last 48 hours. So again, man, I've had loads of ideas. I've just got to execute the idea. That's all. I've just got to get going. Some of you have been really struggling motivating yourself at all, finding it very difficult to move, get motivated, no energy, lack of resources, lack of money, maybe lack of attention, lack, Laura, Lucy, Lucifer, Capricorn, but attention span, like attention. I'm not getting any because I'm not moving. I'm just doing nothing about nothing. Okay, that's why it's so tiring. because you're not moving, you're not motivated. If you're finding it, like I said, man, if you guys are on diet, I hate to keep bringing it up, Aquarian and everybody, but I've got this new bionic gym thing that straps around my legs and gives you electric impulses into the back and the front of the muscle of the leg, of the upper thigh. And it has given me so much energy, it is unreal. It really is. Like, it has transformed my life, man. I've lost a stone already. You probably won't be able to tell because I'm not on camera, but I've lost a stone in weight already, okay? But, like, you know, if you've been suffering through lack of energy and it's lack of resources, which means it's lack of foods, like I haven't been eating anything, and like I'm either grieving, but it's to do with lack of energy. I haven't had the motivation and the energy because I'm either one, grieving, or not been eating, or not eating the right products. Okay, so there is something here that's causing someone to not feel as if they have the power to pick up a flower, because after an hour it hurts. So is that someone that has had an operation? I'm hearing Adam and Eve, or Adam, that was Captain Grayskull, Adam. So that would be anybody that's called Adam, or Adam and Eve, or Steve or Sarah, but that would also be a Gemini. So is it the Gemini that's been lacking in strength and motivation that you've been trying to look after, or is a Gemini here? Because I'm definitely hearing by the power of Grayskull, right? And we used to say, I have the power to pick up a flower, but after an hour it hurts. So that means to me, esoterically, that I've had an operation, and it might have been like a vasectomy, or like an operation where I can't lift anything, or someone that's had an operation and they're finding it very difficult to move, and because they've had some kind of, like, I don't know, something under their arms, or they've, like, you know, well, basically had an operation. But don't women have that when they have an operation and they come back and they can't lift anything for like a couple of 3 days? But I'm definitely picking up that someone's finding it very difficult to be motivated because they may not been eating, okay, or they've just had an operation, or basically they have they're suffering through grief. Okay, grief. I'm also hearing the name Griffin. Michael Griffin. Let's see. The last 48 hours for Aquarius. So there you go. Someone really is struggling. Maybe financially for the last 48 hours. You could have been worrying about money, and you've been trying to, like, do your best in order to, like... I mean, sorry guys, man, this is me. I'm really hoping that if you haven't looked below... everywhere on all social media, if you join the Facebook groups and everywhere like that, I can give you 25% or 50% discount at the moment because of the new website that I've opened for everybody. I've given everybody 25% discount off any tier that you join. Okay, even if you just subscribe, you get a free video. Okay, but I'll tell you about that towards the end. But yeah, worrying about money, assets, possibly trying to start something new but not knowing whether it's actually going to pick up or not. Okay, and hoping that it's going to, but it could have been hard work and it's slow coming in. Okay, and looking for a slow go, or a Logan, or a Shogun, like a car, Cancerian, looking for a car or something, or a Shogun Logan. I'm also hearing a showroom, something to do with a showroom. Do you work in a showroom where you show people around, like someone that works for places, like they're a, hello madam, come in, yeah, we'd like to rent out a building, you know, they come in, you know, they're a new client, and you're like, yeah, it's got a cooker, it's got, you know, and you work for like a company that sells houses. I forget what you call it, sorry. But like, you know, would you want to come in, have a view, have a look at the house, blah, 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 see if you want to buy it or rent it or something like that. But, you know, would you like to come over and have a look, see if you want to buy it or rent it? Okay, that might be around the house if it's a thing that you're selling, or if it's the actual house itself that you are selling to people, or you are the person that has a house that you're looking to rent or buy, okay? Definitely keep picking up like renting and buying and renting and buying. Renting out a room, renting a house, leasing a house to let if you own the house and you're moving but you can afford to move somewhere else. You might keep the house, let it out to a person, take that money and invest that into like a, well, I mean, for me, for instance, I would do that with this place because half of this is mine where I live. Here's half and half. But like, you know, me, I would be happy with like a one-room place. Me, I'm cushy with that. I would take the house and I would let it out to someone for them to pay. Okay, and then I would just get myself like a one-room little flat or something, and that'd be me set. I'm cushy with that. I don't need like a huge space. I would like one. Well, I have one, but like me, I spend the majority of the time just floating around one room, really. Anyway, I don't know. I'm just picking up like someone might be showing someone around a house or a home or looking to sell it or buy it, right? Here. Trying to sell or buy products or so. Okay, so there you go. That's what we've got. Now, if you're in a metaphysical connection and you've not communicated with your person and you're in or out of a kind of relationship or whatever it is, and it hasn't been going very well, there could have been arguments, there could have been a slight little break that you had. It didn't last very long. It was probably a day or two. For those guys that are in a relationship, and for you guys that are in metaphysical ones, you haven't reached out to the person yet. Okay, so you're more than likely just waiting to, I don't know, reach out to them or just not. It's up to you. Okay, a Piscean, I'm thinking. Let's see. So what's coming up for the next 48 hours for Aquarius? Next 48 hours for Aquarius. What have they got coming up, please? So hard, I just stayed in your arms tonight. It must have been something that you said, Cynthia, or Steve, that really annoyed me. Oh, okay. Anyway, Ace of Cups. So yeah, well, there's opportunities out there everywhere. If you want one, you got to go and get one, okay? But somebody has their heart in the palm of their hand already, okay? It's right in the palm of my hand, Tyrone. If your name is Tony, Tanya, Tyrone, Rona, Samurai, Mona. What is that? Someone's moaning. I don't know. I keep hearing something moaning, going. Is it a lark or Elijah or something? I don't know. Moaning. Anyway, 6 of Wands and then the 9 of Swords for your next 48 hours. So again, don't fear the dragon because someone could be dreaming quite a lot or like having some very strange nightmares. Is like or nightmare about me ma. Which is a Ma, Debbie Ma. What happened to Debbie Ma anyway? She just literally disappeared. All you guys remember Debbie Ma that used to be the moderator? She just literally just went off grid and just disappeared completely and utterly. Just with no words, like just gone. Like God knows what happens, man. I mean, if the person isn't moderating and not on YouTube anymore, that's fine. But there was no word. She just like went, just gone. So the trouble is just I never know what happened to people on the internet. But I'm hearing Debbie Ma, so me Ma. I mean, I hate to say it, but if anything like that does happen, that's bad, it could be a spirit that's trying to get through. I mean, I just don't know. But like I'm hearing Debbie Ma, me Ma, Mamma Mia. Oh, Mamma Mia. You're right, Mamma Mia, Mamma Jamma. Mamma mia, mamma mia, mamma mia, let me go, the Beelzebub. There's a devil energy here. Has a devil for a sight for me. For me, there's a devil looking at me. Sorry, I'm picking up an energy. There's a Capricorn watching me. I don't know why, but you could have Capricorn in your chart. I got no idea. But what they're saying is a message. As a devil for the sight for me. And then I thought, oh, hold on a minute. They went, yep, Steve, you. There's a devil for the sight for me. For me. For a Scorpio and Aries person. What's that, Elijah? You're still up. Felix, you're still in the back there, Laura. Has a devil for a sight with one eye. Anyway, did you end up being real or was you fabricated? I don't know. I never see you. 6 months, right? Still didn't get to see your face or never know what you look like. Anyway, let's see. Got to be very careful around the internet, people. It's one major lesson I've always learned. Be very careful of people that creep up you on the internet here. because you never know who they are, Trevor. Let's see. Trust me, if you're all around here, I'll sniff you out. I don't mind who you are, but trust me, I will sniff you out even if you're in the background there. You give me some time, I will call out your name. Right, Aquarius, what's coming up the next 48? There you go. There's Meg Ryan, the piece on the side. So you really could be in a third energy, and it's draining the shit out of you here. Draining the shit out of you. Now, if you've got Pisces, Pisces on Pisces, and Pisces, and pieces everywhere, then there is just pieces of energy all over the shop here. But there's a mother that's worried sick, okay, worried sick about my children all the time. Okay, so it might be fog on the time is all mine. Michael Gascoigne, someone from Manchester, Leeds, Lee. Sorry, I keep trying to think what his name was. Gascoigne. Football player. Anyway, so some of you, like I said, man, you're probably in a third-party relationship. If you're not, it's just a mother that's worrying about the children. This is you guys that still go through the same energy that you're always going through, which is that you had a husband at one point or a long-term standing relationship you had children with. Without the Pisces, there's Justin with the Pisces, and there's Elijah with Pisces in her chart. Elijah, there you are with Lee, 5 energies here, about your children, so on and so forth. Are they coming over to visit me? And then Justin, you would basically look at it from this perspective, meaning that this is the Pisces that basically you don't get on with, so on and so forth. This energy, meaning this side could be relating to you, finding it very difficult and struggling to find like work or jobs and stuff if you are, that you have a child to support, so on and so forth, and that sort of stuff, and struggling to support my children, and I'm getting tired, I'm getting exhausted, I've done loads of work and so on and so forth, 12-hour shifts, put loads of energy in, loads of work in, I'm getting really exhausted, having to deal with like a spiritual connection as well that I may have had a child with. So it's costing me a lot of time, a lot of energy and a lot of effort to worry about my child or think about my child, and then also run a business as well, and then pay everything and all the money and the bills that start floating in and blah, blah, blah. And all of a sudden, nobody wants to join Steve's new website. And then Steve starts to worry here because me is Steve and I am a Piscean. And Steve starts to worry whether everybody's actually going to come over to the new website. That the link could be provided below where you can get 25% off. And that be me. And that be your reading at the moment. Now, this is really not explaining too much because there's a lot of worry, there's a lot of stress. Things been going on about finances and children. And but there are possibilities of relationship being here already because you have the Ace of Cups, the Six of Wands, and this. Now, this, to me, not only is it just a paradox number of also just a Pisces, but it also means my mother, grandmother, or grandfather, or my mother. So it can come up as your sibling, even if you're a Piscean and you're a 3. This could represent like your mum or your grandmother, okay? So, you know, it's going to come through where the messages are going to be difficult for me to translate. Anyway, there you go. Someone speaks a foreign language and they're finding it difficult to translate, okay? Or get slate, which means tick, which means that I can't pay for it. I need to get it on loan for 3 months or something like that, or on tick. But you can have tick if you join my new website because you get a 25% discount. And then I'm going to do one which is refer a friend if you got friends or lovers or mothers, which is you refer them. If they join and they subscribe, you get a month free. I'm also going to do that. So if you want all of those things, make sure that you join, okay, the Facebook groups that are all over the place, because that's where I'm starting to post and market all the percentages off and the refer a friend and loads of different deals that you can get through subscriptions, like free videos, free access, all that sort of stuff. Because Patron is probably, it could well stay open, I don't know yet, because I'm not going to close Patron. Just at the end of the month, I'm more than likely not going to be putting videos over there, okay? I want to start to transfer everything to the new website that I've spent a week trying to build up. You can find that link below to all of the money off and vouchers that you can get as well. Okay. So this reading is your weekly reading that is going to come up. This isn't it. Okay. This is just the last in the next 48 hours. Your actual weekly reading, as soon as it is done, you will have access to it about 5 hours before, if you are actually on the new website. It's not Patron, it will be the new website. If you're over there, you'll get it straight away, more than likely, as soon as I've done it. Okay, if you're on Patreon until the end of the month, you will not see the extended version until the first version comes out on YouTube later tonight. Okay, so I'm doing it in the morning now. So if you're on the new website, you get it straight away. Okay, as soon as I've done it, you get it straight away. I don't know, man. There is so much that goes on. It's just difficult to tell everybody all the stuff. So on the new website, you get loads of different discounts: bronze tier, silver tier, gold tier. Each tier offers you different things: monthlies only, monthlies and weeklies all together, and then a monthly, weekly and teaching tier that is all bundled into 1+2 Q&As as soon as we get rolling. Okay, and then you get a teaching tier as well. And they're all different tiers. You can join whichever one you want. It is not Patreon, it is my own website, but we're just classing them as tiers because everybody's used to Patreon. Okay, it is not Patreon. For all you guys that have been ripped off by that energy, okay, by that company, I am so sorry. But they've been overcharging everybody. They've made it so difficult in order to get things going. There's been no discounts I can offer you. All the money that you've been extra charged with, that's income tax that they've charged you. Okay, so they charge you VAT as well. They've been overcharging me. They've been overcharging you because they add income tax and everything onto the amount that you pay. And I haven't been able to do anything. But now I have full control of my own website. So as soon as I get it running, you will not be charged extra VAT, okay? And you will be, if you join, say, any part of the month, you do not get kicked off on the 1st, like Patreon used to do. We used to join on the 30th, and then all of a sudden on the 1st, they used to just kick you off and say, oh, you got to join for another month. No. Whenever it is that you join, say on the 15th, you get until the next 15th of that next month. Okay, guarantee you do not get kicked off. If you pay for a month, you get a month. I was so annoyed about that, with everybody getting kicked off as soon as they join, and they only get, say, like 2 days, and they leave, and then they get kicked. You know, that is me. People have been blaming me. That's not. I'm not in control of Patreon, but now I am in control of my own website. And if you want to help me out, you only even have to just subscribe, and then once I have your email, I can send you offers. Okay. Can actually also buy them individually if you're a subscriber. Okay, but anyway, your weekly reading for the week, Aquarius, will be over on the new website, and then it will still be over on Patreon for those guys that are still attached to the weekly and monthly tier. But it is the weekly and monthly tier. If you are new and you want to see what it's like, follow the link to the new website, okay? And also the 25% discount. There you go, okay? All right, guys, thanks very much, and I will see you very soon.